Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Winning is not enough. We must do. A warm good afternoon and welcome everyone present over here. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. Let me introduce myself. My name is Bahadur Murmu. I will be responsible for hosting this free international webinar on behalf of SEMS Welfare Foundation. And I'm glad to welcome Dr. Arun Kant Panoli, who will present on the topic work-life balance for healthy life. I see lot many people have joined. So without any further delay, let me introduce our organization. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a not-for-profit entity established to work in areas of education, social welfare, women empowerment, skill development, and entrepreneurship, livelihood generation, and employability, health research, cultural, international cooperation, sports environment, protection, or any other similar sector. We promote healthy lives, balance, and active communities and strong businesses. It allows the volunteer members to concentrate their energies and effort on long-term goals when freed from day-to details. We are glad to have Dr. Arun Kant Panoli. He is the Dean of Buddy University School of Management Studies and a head entrepreneurship and incubation cell of Buddy University. He is having more than 19 years of experience in corporate and academics. He has done PhD in management. He has done MBA in dual specialization, marketing and HR from HNB Karwal Central University. He has published more than 24 research papers in international and national journal of repute. He has been prominent resource person at several training programs, seminars, and workshops at state and national level. He has also published 24 research papers in international and national journal of repute. Along with that, he has published book Art of Self-Management and another book Self-Brand for Self-Management is under review, which is going to be published soon. Apart from that, he has been appointed as marketing consultant by Y&H Cargo Private Limited to provide consultancy in logistics and supply chain. I would like to give my heartiest welcome to our guest, Dr. Arun Kant Panli. Now, over to you, sir.
Thank you. First of all, thank you, Akshita, and SEMS organizations for giving me an opportunity to address such a lovely audience. The objective of choosing this topic is currently we as in corporate or in any industry are facing a biggest problem of work-life balance. A lot of things, can you mute this one? So we'll try to understand why it is important. First of all, we'll try to understand what is work-life balance. I'll touch 3-4 components of work-life balance. What is work-life balance? What is the reason behind not able to manage this work-life balance? How to manage work-life balance? And as a manager, how we'll cope with that? So my question is, first question from all of you, as this moderator has said, we are going to ask a question, so we'll ask question at the end. The biggest question in front of us: why we're not able to manage our work-life balance? There are a lot of problems are faced by corporate peoples that they are not able to cope up with their professional personal life. So this start with ourselves itself. So I'll share some of the presentations with you. One side is our work, another side is our personal life. Work-life balance is basically prioritizing our personal and professional life in a balanced manner. And for that, we have to very ascertain and we have to be very careful how we're going to manage it. And there is no fixed concept of work-life balance. So we have to give prioritizations. We have to prioritize our priority in terms of personal life, also in terms of our professional lives. We have to make it balanced to remain ourselves healthy. There are a lot of problems of blood pressure. There are a lot of problems, heart disease nowadays where people are facing. There are a lot of diabetic problems and all health related problems. I have interacted a lot of people and they're saying, I'm facing this blood problem, BP problems, I'm facing heart problem, I'm facing diabetic problems, neuro problems, and all those problems. This has connected with the way we lead our life. So first thing is that we have to prioritize. Or we'll try in this seminar, we'll try to understand what are the various reasons due to which we are unable to manage work-life balance. And those reasons are very important. Generally what happens, we take it very lightly. And as time passes, we face a lot of problems and we just deteriorate our health. See, our health is our wealth. If our health are well, then everything is well. We will be able to manage everything when we are good in health. So another thing is that which is important. I'm asking this question, which is important, work or life? So for me, both are important. A life without work has no use, or a work without life you can imagine. You have a work, but you don't have a life. Can you imagine this? This cannot be imagined. So first of all, we have to manage our life. So if we're able to manage our life, we will be able to manage everything. So that is why I have rated here, which is important. I have not rated that which is more important. For me, both are important. And to keep yourself working, you have to keep your life healthy. So that is why I have kept this theme of this presentation is work-life balance for healthy and happy life. We will be only happy when when our health is well. And this will be only possible by applying certain tricks. This is not a rocket science, but yes, if you're not able to manage it, then it is a rocket science. You will be very surprised. The world's one of the Germany is counted as one of the best country in terms of GDP. It's counted as fourth number in world's GDP, and you will be very surprised. Their number of working hours per week is only 27 hours. And in India, you'll see we have a working hours at least 8 hours per day. Imagine 8 into 6, 48. At least 6 days I'm counting. I'm not counting Sunday. Our creativity, our thought process will only going to be flourish when we will be able to get enough ample number of time to ourselves. And that will only possible when we will balance our life. We have a limited number of times. We have limited number of time for our work. We have a limited number of time for our life because everything is fixed. And how we are going to manage this is a challenge. In this today's seminar, we'll try to understand what mistakes we are doing due to which we are not able to manage our time and how we're going to manage that also I'm going to discuss. So next, see, always be practical. The biggest investment you should do in your life is invest in your health. Health means life. If you're not able to invest in your health, what will happen? Everything will going to deteriorate. You'll not be reached to your goal. If you'll invest in your health, rest you will manage. Everything will going to manage. So you keep track, you keep your health good. You do all possible efforts to make your health well, and it is very possible. People are saying, I don't have time to go for exercise. I don't have time to go for a vacation. I don't have a time, healthy time to invest with my family. I don't have the time to excel some, valued course for my career. I don't have the time for doctor's events. What is this? This all are excuses. If you're determined to do that, it's very possible. Why I'm saying I've done a lot of mistakes in my this balancing the work-life balance. And in my book, Art of Self-Management also, it's available in Amazon also. I have explained how you're going to do that. A brief discussion is I have given on that book also. So I have lost many things I have lost in corporate world. I've started my career in corporate world. I realized I'm very alcoholic in this. And I know many things I have lost. So that those mistakes which I have done in this seminar, I like to know you people should not do that to make yourself healthy and happy. See, work-life balance is basically maintaining a balance between the professional personal life. We have two lives in our life. One is our professional life, another is personal life. And both are equally important. In order to run our livelihood, we have to do some work. We have to choose any professions and to make our life happy. Or you can imagine if you don't have a work, what will be the life? So both are very important. So we have to equally prioritize the demand of work as well as our personal life. You can't just give importance only to your professional life, just neglecting your personal life. You have to be very, very balanced in doing that. And I'm just saying there is not a universal concept of perfect work-life balance. There is not such terminology exist, but one terminology which is exists is you can manage balance. Now the concept of practice makes men perfect is changing. Practice does not make you perfect. Yes, practice improves you. There is no such condition of perfection. When you put a line of perfection, then another improved line will go. But practice will help you to improve your perfections. You'll not reach the stage of perfection. Nobody is perfect in this world. So, but by regular practicing, you will reach to the perfection. So this you have to keep in your mind also. There are certain reasons of the poor life work management balance. Number one is poor time management. Before going to start these reasons, 3-4 things we have to keep in mind while managing the balance of life. One is our personal life. Second one is our professional lives. Third one is our social life. Fourth one is our loved ones to whom we want to enjoy our life. Don't put yourself isolation. People are putting more emphasis on their professional lives, and their personal life is not good. They receive a lot of complaints from their relatives, their near and dear, their families, that you are not able to get time, you're not able to spare time for us, and that breaks our relationship also. So first thing is that you have to properly manage your time management. This is the main reason of disbalance of profession, work life balance. If you are going to, and the most important thing while doing that is prioritize your things. What is your priority? Just putting down in a paper of writing your priority is not going to solve your purpose. This is not a theoretical class. You are leading a practical life, a life which you have to lead, which you have to spend, which you have to enjoy. So first, you have to learn the art skill of time management. And this is the very reason most of the people, I did a lot of workshops on that time management of this, and people are saying, yes, after listening your lectures, we do practice, but we're not able to cope up. Who says if you have determined to apply those concepts with theories and the application in your life, nobody is going to stop you from that. But it's our strong determinations. We are not determined to do that. So first thing is that your poor time management is the biggest reason of behind your poor work life. So please manage your time. And managing your time, first thing is prioritize the thing which is important, which is least important, and which is not important. Sometimes we keep our priorities, which is not important at first, then list priorities, and the priorities at the end. Then we'll face a problem. So it is up to you. Don't be feel work pressure. You'll get a pressure. Everybody is having work pressure, but how lightly, how calmly you're taking into account of those and managing it properly will help you out. Second is increased workload or responsibility work. No need to take lot of work responsibilities. Please don't take too much responsibilities. That I'm saying. Wherever professions you are working or taking too much load does not a single sign of a good employee. People are going to give you more load. You take that much load which you can enjoy, which you are able to get some time for your life also. As time passes, you will not be able to see. This will going to affect many of your parts of your life, and slowly you will realize you have lost something. So don't increase the workload. Don't took too much load in your organizations. Discuss with your boss and try to get some spare. That I told you, like Germany, they have only 27 hours time per week. Why? And even they are fourth in this in terms of GDP in the world. Why? I told you, just you practice this. You might be sometime you have seen that when you got free time, when you're when relaxation, a lot of good thought process used to come to your mind. Why? The reason is that when we are free, then our creativity that excites in our mind is comes in the form of thought process, and that thought process ignite you to motivate us and to explore new ideas and new avenues inside of it. To be success, the ideas comes in two times in your mind. One, when it comes to your mind, and another one is when you apply in the real field. So that is why it's only possible when you get an number time. Working for long hours in office, no need to work for longer hours in office. I have seen a lot of people work for late hours in the office. What is the use of working for late hours? You manage your time. If an employee is not able to manage his work within 8 hours, I think he'll not be able to manage the works after 8 hours also. Don't be like a donkey. You put pressure on it, you just bear it. What is the end result of that? Donkey is equal to donkey is equal to donkey. This is the era of smartness. We are moving from agrarian economy to service economy. This era is called the era of self-branding. And this will be only possible if you are competent enough, you have a competitive edge with others, and that will be only possible if you work smartly. No need to work for a longer hours in office. Sometimes it works demands, it's okay, but don't keep it in a regular habit. When I was working in a pharma sectors, I have spent it even, I went to 9 a.m. in the morning, and sometimes I used to come from the 9 p.m. late night, even 10, 11 at night. So when I woke up at morning, I feel very, some kind of some kind of boredom in my mind, how to start my journey the fresh. So I'm not a robot. I'm not a machine. So I have on my limitations. That is why 8 hours time in India, I think this is also not a good time. We should keep it 4 to 5 hours. That can, and most probably many of the psychologists and they have already given this they have given the suggestion that the work hours should be kept up to 4 to 5 hours, and it should be flexi mode also. Increase responsibilities at homes. This is also one problem. You have, as I told you, you have to manage two part. One is a professional life, another is your personal life. So sometime what happened, I'm already burdened with my, workload in office. And then when I come down, I have a lot of worries, lot of responsibility about my home also. Yes, we do all have responsibilities for our home. For that also you have to prioritize. Similarly, like you are prioritizing your task in terms of professional, you have to prioritize it on that. Responsibilities accommodate to those soldiers who can accommodate it, but don't take too much responsibilities that your shoulder get collapsed. I'm repeatedly saying your health is very, very, very important. If your health is good, everything is good. You need not to take the pill of diabetic. You need not to take medicines of heart. If you will properly manage it in a proper direction. So keep your health fit fast, then everything will move smooth. There are certain organizations where you will find a poor career growth. It's my request from all of you. Leave those organizations which don't find any career growth for you. I told you this is the era of self brand for self growth, self branding. If any organization does not give you a career pull, they don't give you ample number of opportunities for your growth. If organizations think for their revenue to be grow by 10%, 20%, 30%, whatsoever, you have also the equal rights to make your career to be growth in that proportion. So such organizations makes life of employee, miserable. Means a kind of burden in their head. That's why Abdul Kalam has rightly said, don't love your organization, love your job. So if this organization is not giving you that much scope for improvement for career growth, leave that organization, find another organizations where you can explore, where you can reach to your destinations or whatever positions you want to go. This is one of the reason of lack of job security. People used to move to government sector for the job security, but I'm not in favor of that. If you'll perform your job with perfections, with dedications, your job is secure. Why we feel insecure? We feel insecure because we are not able to cope up with the environment. There are two ways of surviving in an environment. One is either you mingle with the environment or you are capable enough to change that environment. If you're not able to change, you have to mingle with the environment. So if you'll do your job well, your job is secure. And for that, you have to upgrade your skill continuously. It's not that certain skills which you have in 2019 will going to help you out in 2030. What market demands, upgrade yourself so that you should be competitive to meet those market challenges, market forces, which are hindrance in the path of your success, which makes you secure in your job. Poor package as compared to prevailing industry norm. Yes, this is one of the reason why. If the package is not good, leave those organizations. As I told you, this rotate inside your brain every time that I'm working too much, but X industry is giving this much package, Y industry is giving that much package, and that hamper your personal life and professional life. You are not able to meet your personal requirements and professional requirements. I'll suggest you one formula for all of future manager when you'll go for an organization. We have to keep the concept of PG, EG concept. Professional growth, economic growth, both should take into account of your life. Professional in terms of your designation, economic in terms of bucks and salaries you have. So package is also very important, and that is why it's makes your life disbalanced because it kind of worries rotate in your mind and that hamper your personal life. There are organizations where there are certain bosses who favor the buttering culture. Why I'm sharing? There are a lot of people who become the victim of this buttering culture, and due to which they are not able to manage their professional lives also. And this kind of worries they carry with them. They carry these worries with their houses, and their personal life is also ruined. Employee burnout is a situation where you feel in the morning you want to go to your organization and you just saying that no, I'm not feeling good. A kind of boredom, a kind of anxiety comes to your mind that I don't want to go to this organizations for next day. Something like comes to your own. This kind of situation is created by the organization culture in that particular organization. So as a manager, we should avoid this kind of culture. And if this kind of feeling comes to your mind, please leave those organizations. I told you, love your job, don't love the organization. You don't know the moment you will be kicked out from the organization. But your skill set and your expertise will definitely going to give you a direction, definitely going to give you some scope of any kind of job in future if you're skilled enough in that direction. Another is one of the biggest reason of employee is work-life balance, disbalances employee comfort zone. I have met a lot of people, they are saying that I'm not able to move from this city to that city. See, when this kind of concept you have kept in your mind, you'll not be able to grow. You should not limit your, yourself to particular area, particular organizations. Yes, you limit yourself. If everything is in a proper direction, like you're getting a proper growth, you're enjoying your job, you're getting good salary, everything is you're getting. That is okay. But there are a lot of people's, yeah, I've been in this organization for the last 15 years, but I'm not able to get this much increment. Yes, I don't want to. I have a family problem. So if you have a problem and if you're not able to remove your problem, who will going to solve your problems? Organization will not going to solve your problem. You will have to solve your problems. Comfort zone is one of the biggest problems. We are habitual of doing a regular practice what we do, and we feel ourselves comfort, and that is one of the biggest reason or hindrance in the growth of our professional life. People feel comfort of doing same kind of exercise again and again. Take a challenge. When you'll take a challenge, you'll earn some new skills. You'll get exposed to some new environment, some new assignments, some new deadlines, some new fundas of working, some new opportunities. So that is very important. So this is one of also the reason behind it, poor work-life balance. So these are some 10 reasons due to which employee feel not able to manage the work life. So you have to remove those 10 hindrance in your life, and it can be on it is very possible. And I told you there is no any such state of perfection. There is no 100% perfect state of work-life balance. But yes, you can balance it by doing some good practices. In next slides, I'll try to answer this question of the how you're going to manage your work-life balance. See, the first thing is that find a job or career that you love and enjoy. But just mere saying will not help you out. When you love your job, you enjoy. When you enjoy, the 90% of your work life will balance automatically. The biggest problems of our disbalancing of work life is we fell in love with a girlfriend where we don't actually love. We do in a compromises mode. So 1 or 2 days after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, it will convert into divorce. Similarly happen in the case of normal life, and that is not a state of condition of good. So you should fall in love with your job, and which the job should not be like job. It should be career. There's a difference between job and career. Job is something like a routine kind of things from where you get certain bucks, but career is something where you reach to a destination where down the line 5 years, 6 years from here, starting from year to year, in the same platform, in the same direction. Like if I'm working in HR, so I should move in HR. If I'm working in marketing, I should move in marketing. If I'm working in production, I should work. Some people they sit from sometimes they sit from marketing to HR, some finance, wherever they used to give. If you're changing your direction, definitely you're diversifying your energy also. So there is no need to diversify this energy. Fix your career path, work for that, and take it for a longer durations when you are fell in love with that and enjoy doing that. Please leave those organizations where you are not finding enjoy. Your enjoyment is a tonic for your health, is enjoyment for your career growth. Everything you will get if you enjoy doing that. Prioritize your task. Yes, I already told you time management is most important thing. So how you are going to prioritize? You'll get a lot of lectures on that, how to prioritize things and those. There are a lot of videos available in YouTube. There are a lot of lectures available in this online media, and you meet to people who are expertise in that. But this will only be, nobody is going to help you out. The prioritization of your personal professional life is totally depends on you. And don't be fixed on that. Keep it in a flexible mode. Don't be rigid in that. Now, another thing is set boundaries for your professional personal life. You have to set boundaries for your personal professional life. Don't carry the worries, don't carry the problems of your professional life to your home, and don't carry the problems and hurdles of your personal life to your professional life. Set a boundaries for that. Set deadlines for that. At what deadlines you are going to complete your task. This will what this will help you. This will help you to spare ample number of time for both professional as well as personal life. So if you're not set boundaries for your personal life, this personal worries will come to your life. If you'll not set boundaries for personal life, this will move to your personal professional life. Sometime what happen when we have some argument in our family and we are when we approach to office, this affect our professional lives also. This kind of rotate inside our mind, and that dissatisfactions hamper our work also. So this you should eliminate. Similarly happen in the case of your personal life. Don't bring your frustration of your boss to your family, your child. And recently I met one of my friend. He used to say, when I went to home, most of the time I used to argue with my wife and my children. I told you why. He said the kind of frustration which comes from office, that burst in front of my family, because I'm not able to just we can say I discuss freely with them, but I'm often with my family. So why you're making a life, you are ruining a life of your family? There's no need to destroy their life. It's your problems. And my dear friends, don't discuss with the problem to everybody. Be selective in discussing your problems. If you'll discuss your problems with everybody, For them, it's like a TV serial, and they will enjoy of your problem. Share your problems selectivity with selective persons, and who has a sense of respect and sense of belongingness, and you understand your feelings. So please keep boundaries for your personal professional life. Find time for yourself and your loved ones, which you enjoy. Please, my dear friends, this life is very short. So find some healthy time for your loved ones and to whom you want to enjoy your life. Don't spend time with everybody, because that I called as wastage of time. I just share a story. In lockdown period, I have to move for 2 3 days to my office, and my car got some problems. One of my colleagues used to work with me, but I don't like to move with him. The reason behind, he has a lot of negative thought, and my thought process does not matches to him. So he said, "Why don't you move to us?" One day I went with him, but next day I decided I'll move from other sources. I'll move from local transportation or somewhere else, but I'll not move to the gentleman, because I don't want to waste my 2 3 journeys moving with that gentleman. I respect him because I'm not enjoying moving with him. I don't want to waste my time. And literally, you'll very surprised. I feel very comfortable. I have enjoyment 2 hour journey or moving in the local transportation, selective transportation. So you just spend your time with the people you love and to whom you enjoy. Avoid stress of work in your personal life. Yes, you have seen a lot of societal cases in lockdown. There are a lot of societal cases. Why? This is the main reason of, I think this is the main reason of work-life balance. They have diverted from their normal routine life. Many of them has lost their jobs. There are very ample number of opportunities of job. Some of them get fired. Don't bring this worries in your time. Is not permanent. Wait for good time. Everything will be smooth. So don't take this stress in your personal life, and don't carry in professional life. Avoid time wasting activities in your day-to-day work life. Time is very limited, so avoid those time wasting activities. What are those? The activities which are not in our priorities, which are on list priorities, the activities which just we are doing for wasting of time. Like, don't waste much of time on Facebooks, Instagram, and some other sources. Keep your time to be devoted with the professional skills, the people we want to enjoy, your family, and sharpening your skills, sharpening your some career path goals, like some kind of valued courses, some kind of some kind of things which you enjoy basically. Next, avoid people with negative thoughts. Yes, my dear friend, half of my energy I believe is waste because of when you're surrounded by negative people. Don't surround with the negative people. And it's very easy to identify them. They have a very common behavior. When some situations comes, they will always give you negative directions. Yes, do there are people who have some positive directions. They have positive thought process, because negative people or negative thoughts destroy us most. And we have a different picture of a life when we caught in a negative thoughts. So be optimistic, avoid those peoples. In work culture, we'll find this kind of people. A lot of people with you will do that. So avoid those peoples to keep your energy positive, to make yourself motivated. Encourage space for hobbies you enjoy. See, I've taken a lot of interviews in the corporate world, and generally when I ask people that what are your hobbies, they say playing cricket, music, and all those. This all are just for the sake of resume. They used to say this kind of hobbies. Hobbies are not nothing like that. Hobbies means you enjoy. Hobbies means you feel some kind of excitement. Hobbies, you are waiting to do that. These are called hobbies. And when this kind of feelings comes to your mind, you see the what kind of motivation you have, what kind of perfection you can. When your internal sources and external sources, they combine together to make you ready to do accomplish those tasks. Like I like to enjoy my interacting with my students, being a dean of student the management. So I used to interact with the students very frequently. Why? The experiences which we have, it has to be transferred to my students so that they can gain this experience and apply in the corporate. Take time for your social life. Nowadays, almost we all are eliminating from our social life. We are very close to our, generally in metros, we are very close to our 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 1 BHK. We don't find times. Or the social media also one of the biggest problems, due to which we are not sharing. In the same family, we have five members and we have 5 phones, and everybody is busy with their phones. So what is use of them? Take some time, meet your friends, take time for outside. And social life is very important. Social life bring confidence in you. When you interact people's, when you interact, your thought process interact with other person, you'll get some positive energy, though you'll get some negative also, but you'll alert in different modes. So this mix of positive and negative experience is required, and that will only possible when you interact with the peoples, means interaction with the society. Don't make yourself isolate. I feel very happy when I make to my village. I belong to Uttarakhand, in hilly areas of Uttarakhand, and I feel very energetic when I meet when I visit to my village. The way they lead their life. When I come back to Dehradun, it's a different kind of feeling. So I just why I'm sharing, because their social life is very open in village. People are very open in their sharing the thought process. And we in cities, I feel we have very preserves and very conservative in our thought process. Regularly do some exercise, yoga and meditations. This will boost your confidence. I have practiced this. Take your time for your health, and whatever the exercise you think that it is good for your health. Nowadays, yoga is one of the best supplement of alternative medicine for your health, and we should practice also. Yoga not only enhance your body mechanism, but it also enhance your mind mechanism also. Experience it, get some time, and that time you have to devote for that particular exercise. It will boost your confidence. So this is some ways you can do that. And please, my dear friends, plan all in a year. Please plan for vacation. It is very important. Plan 3 days, 4 days, whatever possible days you can plan a vacation for you. Whatever best possible plans under your economy comes, you do that. But it should be from your workstation. It should be away from your personal life, the place you want to enjoy. There might be some economic constraint, but plan it from outside. Try to get some, time for vacation. You will feel a different kind of energy. When I go for a vacation, and after that vacation, when I come back to my institute, I feel myself a person with a different energy. Because the routine, when we break up from routine works, and we visit some places and we enjoy it, and then we come back to our place, then different kind of energy we experience. Pay attention towards your health. Regular health checkup is very important. In India, our primary concern is bread and butter, but in developed nation, they have moved far away from bread and butter. Their primary concern is health. So my dear friends, you have to pay attention to your health. You should not go to the doctor when you're facing any problems. Do some regular checkup. I just share you one incident which I faced. In 2016, I was traveling to hilly areas. I was very careless in my health. Moving to a high altitude temple, I got a heart attack at a height of, is a very big height. I was not aware of what is happening inside me. So this heart attack happens to me. I just come down to this site where medical facilities are available. Then doctors say this kind of problems you are facing from last 1 month. So I did not used to go for a regular kind of checkup. Then I went to the doctors. I take whatever the best possible help from the doctors. And now I realize that some symptoms has given by my body to me, but I ignore it. But you don't ignore this to keep your health happy. So please be regular checkup. Now I have a very certain I'm very certain. I'm just putting a lot of attention towards my health. I do consult with nutritionals also, dietitians also. What kind of diet will going to help me out? And now I'm very fit and fine. I can move to any height. But this mistakes I have did. So go for a regular health checkup. Invest 10% of your earning for your professional growth. My dear friend, whatever earning you earn from your profession, please invest 10% for further improvement your professional growth. Like you have achieved certain degrees, certain skill sets. This skill set will not be permanent skill set. A skill set will going to be changed, but your willpower and your strong attitude will not going to change. So you have to invest 10% of your earning for your professional growth by doing some additional degrees, some skill programs, something which is going to create a difference from ordinary to extraordinary. And that will be only possible if you invest in that. Why? What we do? Yes, this is amount of much of NMB I have earned. I invested in some property and all those. You'll earn a property. You'll earn a bigger incentive. You'll earn a bigger package. Only your skill is enhanced. So better to enhance your skill. You'll definitely going to get a good package. If your skill set are not increased, if you're not competitive enough, if your CVs are not shortlisted, if you're not competitive with other people, what will happen? You'll get the same package. You don't limit your savings. You just believe in increasing your marks, and that will be only possible when you earn certain extra advantage skills that makes you difference from ordinary men. Take a balanced diet. This is very important, my dear friend. It's my personal request from all the participants. Please take a balanced diet. Avoid all foods, especially fast foods and the foods, junk foods. This is a slow poison, my dear friends. This will deteriorate your life. Please apply some green foods, the foods like salads, like you just consult your dietitians, prepare a chart for you, apply it in your day-to-day life. You'll very comfortable life. Now I feel myself very fresh and energetic only because I am very, very, very confined to my diet. Avoid some bad practices like overeating. Always keep your stomach at least 5 to 10% of your stomach empty. Don't do overeating or foods which are too much in calories, which are too much in fat transferred basically. Be selective in your diet. Ready to accept the concept of no perfection, no perfect work-life balance. I told you there is no concept of perfect work-life balance, but you can reach to the states where you can manage your life effectively. So these are certain things by which you can manage your work towards healthy work-life balance. Is there time? I have 2 3 sites. Can I go for some discussion, or I limit to my discussion if time permits? Please.
Yes, sir, you can.
I can. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Benefit of work-life balance to employee and organization. See, when we're talking about work-life balance, it's not balanced to our personal growth. It's also balanced to a organizational growth. Most of the people, they leave the organization of because they don't get career growth. They don't find suitable environment. They don't find good boss. They don't find a manager who can understand them. So if an employee able to manage his personal life and professional lives, he will not able to leave the organization. Why people want to work with a good organization? The reason behind why Google is the world's #1 organization. People love to work with that. The only reason that they provide you opportunity for personal as well as professional life. Company will provide gym facilities inside. Company give you flexi hours to work. Company that give a very competitive package advantage. Company who think of your self growth, your personal growth. So who will not love to that organization? So if the organization will going to benefits, that's why I'm written the heading benefit of work-life balance to employee and organization. If your organization able to manage a balanced life for your employee in terms of their personal and professional lives, then employee turnover will be less. This is one of the biggest problems. There is a shortage of good employee in every organization. I met a lot of lot of employer. They are saying we are getting the employee, but we are not able to get the employable person. Surprisingly, we will be able to say there is only 5% people they are able to get job because of their own skill sets. 15% they get the job due to references, and rest of they are unable to get the job because they don't have that much skill sets to compete with the corporate world. So this gaps, why this kind of gaps? This gaps is possible. This gaps can be removed. Be careful, student especially earn skill sets. So reduce employee turnover is very only possible. Organization provide a platform for both personal and professional life. Help in boosting employee morale. Yes, if my organization is good, that care of myself and my personal life. Yes, my morale will going to be high, and if my morale will going to be high, I'll be very productive. I'll do some proactive in giving decision to my organization. I have seen a lot of people, they don't participate in decision making process of organization. Why should I go for it if organization is don't care for me? But those organizations which care for them, they used to say, "Nay, we should go for this. We should provide some constructive suggestions." Why? Because they are happy to work with that. They don't want to leave that over. Productivity, it has a relationship with that. If your personal and professional life is balanced well, your productivity going to be increased automatically. Balanced professional life is equal to productivity. This is take for granted. If you are able to manage these things, organization will definitely going to increase the productivity. Reduce absenteeism. Yes, I told you the one of the reason that employee burnout. When I in mind a feeling of discomfort, a feeling where I feel that I should not go to the organization, then this problem absenteeism will automatically happen. See, I have to work for my family, but I'm compromising with my professions. I'm not enjoying my professions. So absenteeism will definitely going to happen. More engaged staff. Yes, you'll find more engaged staff that we call employee enrichment. People itself going to engage in different duties and responsibilities. They will take the honors to themselves if they're happy to work with that, if their organization is helping them to manage their personal professional lives. So currently we need a professional people who are more engaged, not limited to particular profiles, who can contribute by contributing in a different ways, or by suggesting, by some creative thought, by taking some hard decisions, by out of the box thought process, by leading some examples. So this will be only possible if your organization will going to be loyalty will be automatically happen to organization when organization thinks for you. If organization don't think for you, you will also not loyal. How can you? It is very intangible things. An unsatisfied employee bring a lot of losses to the organization. So you should be organization should create a platform or create a conducive environment where your employee feel happy, so that he should be loyal. He should stay for a longer time, because getting a good employee or employable person is very tough. And getting an employee is not a big job, but employable is very tough. Employee retention, people used to retain for a longer time to the organization where they find their career growth. Retention is one of the biggest challenge, and that will be only possible if you apply some good HR policies, a policy which differentiate from other organization, a policy which get cutting edge difference from other organization to employ, and people like to work with you. Helps in improving the mental health of employee. I told you 8 to 10 hours we used to devote in our corporate life or in our work life, and what toxic we inhale during the work environment is hamper our mental health. So if my mental health is good, everything is good. And most of the people, they face the problem of depression. I told you diabetic is one of the problems. I found in most of the people, 90% of the people are facing. There is some neuropsychiatric problems people are facing. There is a problem, heart attacks problems are there. These all are problems. Earlier, these problems are very less. So these problems is only, these are not by birth problems. These are problems which were created by situations. These are problems which are created by external surrounding, internal surroundings. And please, I'm again requesting all of you, don't work with the organizations which make you sick, which create any kind of sickness to your personal life, any kind of health hampering. Please leave. The moment you feel like that, please leave that organization. We are working in a professional environment. For organization, they will get lot of people, but for your family, you are the single breadwinner. You are the brand for their family. You are the only person, and you don't have a substitute for your family. For organization, you will get a substitute. So please take care of yourself for the sake of your family, for the children's, for your grandparents, for your wife, and everybody who are working with your family. Please take care of that and be professional in your work. Don't be emotional. I did a lot of emotional fullness in my organization. Nothing will going to help you out. Be professional. Emotional is required to the extent, but not to the extent it hampered to your personal and professional life. So be professionals. That is why professional are the people who are perfection in job. Do your duty with perfection. Lead to create more committed employee and bring positivity employee among employees. Yes, absolutely. If your health is good, if you find a space for your career growth, if everything is moving good, your boss is good, your company is thinking for not for your only for your families. There are a lot of institutions, good institutions. They provide education loan to their wards. They provide some tour packages to their families. They provide some kind of insurance kind of things. And there are organizations who don't care for this. Yes, they don't care, but you'll be very surprised when you have this kind of attitude. Employee also don't care for you. I just told you he will marry, he will just got an engagement with you for a certain period of time, but you'll try to find some good job, or you'll just kind of find a way to move out from that organization. But the organization which provide all kind of facilities, it's not possible for all organization to give you everything, but it is possible for organization to give ample number of opportunities for your personal and professional growth. Reduce work stress. A good organization always find a scope for growth because they reduce stress. This is last slides, not least, but very important, especially for those people who are working in a corporate world. What exactly they have to do? Know what exactly your subordinate is striving for. Most of the time we think for ourselves. It's my personal experience. I have into this profession I have worked with the industry also, and I'm currently working with the academic institutions. And I find when you able to understand your subordinates, what for they're striving for, what problems they're striving, what they're looking for from you. If you understand them, they will be one of the greatest source of inspiration, my dear friends. They will help you in such a way you will not imagine. The biggest problem is that we don't try to understand the problems of our subordinates. This is a personal ego we carry with us. You should understand your subordinates, because it's not possible for every boss to do every task. The task of organization is group task, and where each and every individual is equally important. Pay attention to them, pay respect to them. Being a boss, you have to take pain. Boss, the another name of boss is to take pain, not to enjoy. A leader is a person who has to take pain. Leader is not a person who enjoy it. Leader is a person who has to make their teams enjoy, make them a feeling that you're attached to him or her, make them a feeling of accomplishment, make them a feeling of a unitedness, guide them. A leader is not born with 1 day or 2 days experience. A good leader is born as a very hard or rigorous practices. Next, always get good examples for your team. When you're taking a time, when you're handling a team, set some good examples for your team. By examples makes their life easy, and that good examples will only become when you have practiced this kind of good practices in your personal life during a course of your professional life. Lead at the forefront. There are bosses I have seen If some problems comes, they back-footed. They used to place the subordinate at the front and just clapping from the back. This is not good practice. You have to lead your team. Leading by example, leading from front. Face the problems first with you. Don't let the problems to your subordinates. That is why you are a leader. Show a career path to your team. Always try to show career path to your team. If they find a career path under your leadership, they will grow. Many of my faculty, they say, I don't find a time for research writing. I don't find a time for writing books. I don't find times for attending FTP. I told them, if you're not finding a time for this, who will find a time for you? Down the 3 or 5 years line, where you want to see yourself, especially in the case of private sector, I'm saying, where every minute, where every day is performance oriented, or even we call every hour is performance oriented. This is not a government sector. You can compromise to some extent, but also when you're working in a government sector, also be proactive to grow in a better direction. Counsel and motivate your team on a regular basis. Counseling is very important part. I share you one instance. One of my employees working from last 10 years, he is one of the most devoted employee of my organization. And recently he is into sales. Recently from 2-3 months, he is not working well. He's facing some problem. His sales goes down. It's a case of mine. I was in a corporate world in a pharma sector. So the boss asked me, I don't want to lose this guy because he is from last 9 years, he's doing very good. And from 3-4 months, he's not doing well. Can you sit down to him and discuss with the problems with him? I just called down to him to my office and discussed with him. He is very okay with this. He's facing some, family problems in his personal life. And that family personal pressure has moved into the professional pressure. And the guy who's doing very excellent from last 9 years, last 3 months, he is not doing well. I counsel him. I take the advantage of this discussion with my CMD and the problems. He has some financial problems, he has some personal issues. We have find the ways. We have take it in a positive directions. The CMD, he told me what best possible we can do for him, so that I want to retain him. I don't want to lose him because this 9 year of contribution is that much, which cannot be complete another 9 years down the line. So we keep it to that. His problem has been solved. Mutually, we have provided all the best possible supports from the organization. And now you very imagine to say 2-3 days back, he gave me a Diwali wish during Diwali time. And he's reached to the very good positions. And he used to say, sir, it is because of you, because of your positive supports, I have lost all my moral supports. So now he's working very well. So we have to motivate our team. What best possible? Apply good practices that motivates. I told you practices. What is good practices? For me, good practices are those which brings a smile in the mind of, which bring a smile in the face of employee, which keeps you motivated, which ignite you a spark in your attitude of positivity to excel you to grow in a positive direction. See, invest in work-life balance. Time with friends and family is important as time at work. Getting that out of balance is a path toward unhappiness. I told you, if you're not able to manage your friend, your family, your professional life, personal life, you will not be able to balance your life, and you will move from happy life to unhappy life. So you have to balance your life. Try your best to manage your life. So all these things which we have discussed, hope you all have gone through this, and hopefully it will going to help you to solve some of your problems in your professional personal life. So this is from my side. If anybody is having any kind of queries, the queries are welcome from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such a wonderful and knowledgeable topic with us. The topic was really very interesting. It will help us to give a balance for happy and healthy life in our personal and professional life.
You can start.
Yeah. The first question is from my side, sir. What will be our first priority, our work or our health, when we are working in an organization, and if the manager is giving us pressure?
Okay, see, I'll start with this presentation. I have started with this first. Which is more important, work or life? I'm asking this question from you. Is my voice audible to you?
Yeah.
I'm asking this question from you. Which is important, work or life?
So both, sir.
Both with life. That is okay. I'm agree with it. Which is, if again, another question is, which is more important?
Work is more important, sir, because you can only earn money by working, and then you can lead a happy life automatically. Both are interconnected.
My dear friend, yes, absolutely. To the point of extent, I'm agree. Try to understand. I have given an option which is important, work or life. See, if you don't have a life, where is the work? You'll save your life first, or you save your work first? Tell me the answer of this.
Life.
You got my answer? I respect your answer. I respect your thought process that you have said that work is important to get money. But when you're not in a position to do work, from where you get money?
We have to save before that condition, sir.
Yes, absolutely. And for that, my dear friend, I'm just saying you, please, I did a lot of mistakes. That mistakes, I was very overcolic and did a lot of mistakes. You people don't do these mistakes. Please keep the balance and first save your life,
Yes.
make your life happy. Work will be, see this concept, what I told you. Invest in health, life, rest way you will manage. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I think you got the answer of your question.
I hope the answer was very effective for audience. And next question is, what are your views on goals, timeline, and measuring success?
See, so if I talk about one of my book is coming into market, it will going to recent, it will launch by the end of March. I have written a book on the self branding for self growth, and this start with what basically goal is. To achieve a goal, we need two things, very important things to reach a goal. One is focus and consistency. I'll give you a formula for growth or for achieving a goal is equal to focus and consistency. When you are focused towards your task and bring consistency in your efforts, you will definitely going to get a goal. But how to prioritize these things will depends on you. I told you, just mere put down priorities in a paper will not going to solve your purpose. In inventory control, we have a process like ABC approach. Which is important will go first, which is least important, which is less important will go second, which is least important will move late to control the inventory. Similarly happen towards our goal and to manage a professional and personal life. So you prioritize in your personal professional life is totally depends on you. There is no a single straight cut formula for achieving and prioritizing the things. It's totally depends on you how you're going to set your priority of your life on your work. So this answer, nobody is going to help you. You have to create your priority. If sometime you'll create your priority for surfing in a net, that is your problems, and you have put it in importance, but you have some important assignment, you're not able to do that. So please, this is totally depends on you. But you learn the habits, you learn the skill of time management. Priorities are to be set according to the need, not according to you. Okay, hello.
I hope the answer which sir has given is clear to you. Now, the another question from our participants is, how does work-life balance fit into a happy life?
Yes, this is the whole discussion lies in that. If I'm happy with my professional life and if I'm happy with my personal life, then automatically I'm a happy life. P is equal to happy life. P for personal life, P for professional life is equal to happy life. If any of the counterpart is disbalanced, if I'm not happy with the work environment where I'm working, my dear friend, take it granted, no forces in this world will going to hamper your personal life. If any of your life is hampered due to work-life disbalance, you will not be happy in your life. The good excitements in your lives comes when your both lives are happy. You're working with good organizations, as one of your audience or participants said. Yes, money is important. We have to work to make. If you'll work, we'll earn money and we'll be happy. That is very good. That is why I'm coming to this point also. So if you'll work, if organization is good, you're getting good bucks. You're finding a pace for your professional growth. You're finding pace for, if you're finding a pace for your professional growth, definitely you'll finding a pace for your personal life also, because where you'll invest those money, you'll invest those money in your personal life, so automatically it will balance your happy and healthy life. Thank you. This can any questions? I think I have given an answer. If still there is doubt, we can go for more discussion. I think I have given.
Yes, sir. The another question from our participant is, how do you balance your work and personal life effectively?
These all things we have discussed now. How to manage work-life balance. Discussed or not? This whole discussion sounds around. And forget about everything, whatever we've discussed. One thing you have to be very, very clarify. And you are very, very, very clear that you should work with the organization, or you should choose the profile or your career or job which you love. If you work with an organization where you find a career growth, if you love to do the job where you are working, automatically you will balance your life, either is personal life or professional life. And if you are caught with an organization where you are not finding a scope for growth, where you are not enjoying your life, where you're not enjoying your job, it will hamper your both life, and that is not good. So you have to choose the organization or your job profile or work where you find yourself happy to work. Like I have done MBA in HR, and I'm working with a finance department for some reason, and you don't like the finance profile. What will happen? You will not grow to the extent. It will hamper to your professional life. when you come down to your personal life, you will feel guilty that I am not in the right direction. See Kapil Sharma. Have all of you seen Kapil Sharma? What he's doing? What he's serving to the audience? He's serving a smile to the audience. There's no there this kind of things, sir. Something which he enjoy. See, when he performing the stage shows, I've seen a very different kind of confidence in him because he enjoy that, and this enjoyment reflect in his face, and that transport to the audience also. So that is why I'm saying you choose a professional career where you find enjoyment, where you love to do that. So I think I have given the answer. You prefer a job where as a passion and you love to do that. It will balance automatically. Yes.
Thank you so much for answering this question, sir. Another question from our participant is how to reduce alcoholism from organization.
Yes. This question itself, the answer of this question is lies with the individual. See, when I'm determined to not to take alcohol, we all know everything. We know alcohol is not good for health. In spite of that, the youth, they used to take this in parties and all those. They have taken they take alcohol as an enjoyment drink. There are a lot of drinks for enjoyment. It totally depends on us. If we know this alcohol is going to hamper my personal life, personal health, we're preferring to use it, drink it, it totally depends on us. Why there is need to make a friendship a person who compel you to do this kind of practices? Why there is need to go for using alcohol? Who asked you to do that? There are people who don't like to use alcohol. I am not saying what is one thing, my dear friend, one thing is clear: what is good, what is bad. Take for granted. What is good is good, what is bad. We all know. So if you know what is good, we should treat it like that. What is bad, we should treat like. So avoid bad companies. I told you, please avoid people with negative attitude, people with negative thought process, negative feelings. So you will automatically move out from that. And this kind of practices should not be encouraged in organizations. There are a lot of ways to do parties. There's no a single way of doing parties. Do some another kind of treatment. Move to some vacations, arrange some sports activities, some kind of activity. So avoid this alcohol. It's totally depends on individual again. Thank you.
So another question is how to identify drinkers and counsel them in the organization.
Yes, this is a very good question. See, you have a case. Every case gives an indication itself. When you are suffering from fever, it's give you certain kind of symptoms. When you find any kind of symptoms to your employer, or you got information about that, identify him, counsel him. It's not just you try to make him convinced that you're not in the right direction. This will going to hamper your life. There are two types of punishment we call in HR. One is called negative punishment, one is called positive punishment. So I'm coming here from negative punishment. Negative punishment is terminating him from organizations, make him out. Positive punishment is counsel him, make him accountable for the things which is not able to do that. Try to realize him that if you're not able to do that, you will suffer this. And if you're able to do that, you will be reached to this level. Means two sides of coins has to be clearly given, discussed with him, and you have to counsel in a proper way. And if he is not able to, even in spite of your reminders or your counseling, if he'll not listen to you, you don't stick with that employee to your organization, my dear friend. You are not here to spoil the culture of organization. Kick out those people who are not, in spite of your counseling and all those things, if you're not able to do that. Because we're not here to destroy the culture of all organization. So please counsel it, identify it, and keep the positive directions that these are some kind of punishments or health issues you are going to face it. So stop it. Connect with the family, connect with his emotions, connect with his futures. Everything you have to connect it. Then I think he will realize it, and hopefully he will not use this kind of practices in future. Okay.
Thank you, sir, for answering the questions. So the another question is how to deal with some toxic relative members who brings you down from achieving your goals and trying to depress you.
Yes. Good question. Everywhere you'll find the toxic people. See, it's a reality that when you'll grow, people they will don't like you. This is human psychology. Why they will like you? Nobody wants anybody to be superior from you. This is one of the problem. But you should be very confined and very fixed with your goal. You should not listen to them. People will disturb you. People will put stone on you. People will give negative criticism to you. This is a part of life. Don't be demotivated with this. This is a parcel of life. Avoid them. I told you the only thing of success is to achieve a goal is focus and consistency. You focus on your goal and be consistent. Least bother what other people are saying. If you put your energy of thinking of others, you will deviate from your goal and ultimately you will not reach to your goal of success. So this way you will take it granted, you will face it. Toxic peoples you'll face. This is the nature of human being. And you identified best thing which I'll suggest you, what I do, I avoid those people in my life. Don't give space to them to your life. Make them away from your life. Don't indulge with them. Keep them away from you. And slowly they will remove from your life. Because if you'll give prioritize to them, they will make you more, discomfort. So avoid them. Avoidance is the best policy. Yes.
I hope the answer was very effective for our audience. And thank you, sir. Thank you so much for answering these questions very gracefully. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates to our webinar for this presence and contribution to make this webinar a great success. I extend my gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Arun Kant Panoli, to take our time from his busy schedule to grace the event. Thank you, all of you, for attending this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to all lovely audience. Thank you.